Hello and welcome back to For the King and TellerTactGaming. And yeah, in the last episode we lost to the Kraken. Kraken beat the shit out of our ship. If the Kraken hadn't hit our ship, we would have been fine. So yeah, we should just keep on going. My plan is to go to all of these sea caves along the way, and go down to the ancient quarry to beat Deimos. Hopefully we can get there in time before we have a chaos thingy happening. Might be that we can't, but yeah. Anyway, we start with the first one. Oh, what? I got a Godspin before entering. Interesting. Yeah, so this is, as the catacombs, like a mini dungeon. And even if this is just a level 4, the enemies in here can be quite punishing, so you should be prepared for whatever, like anything could happen kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna actually make sure to get rid of that one. If I remember correctly, that pufferfish can be really damaging. They might blow up. I can't remember if they do or not. They could. They could. So I'm not taking my chances here. And the best thing really you could do when playing this game is trying to actually, as soon as possible, killing enemies. And getting rid of as many as possible. Like, if you can kill an enemy so they don't attack instead of party healing, that's better than like doing AoE damage. Alright, I need to attack the powder monkey. The powder monkey has to go. He cannot be. Yeah, I could actually do, yeah. Yeah, the icon said they would suicide. And if there's information about an enemy doing something, they will do it. So trying to keep those kinds of enemies killed, like keeping on the ball and killing them as soon as possible. That's the best way of doing it. Yeah, and we are getting quite well along here. Oh my god, this could be a mimic again. These kinds of chests can be a mimic. They can be treasure. They can also be... I don't know if they can be empty, but yeah. I'm gonna click it. And I get the reward. Yeah, I have been insanely lucky. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Normally I would have had at least one mimic at this point, but yeah, apparently not. Oh, precious pearl. These are actually really good because they remove all curses and give you all your focus back, and it's not if I remember correctly, it's not just your own focus, but the whole party's focus. No, it's not. It's not a party. Otherwise, it would have said, would have told you that it would replenish party for the whole party. Yeah, and this is a Kraken Warden. It means in the area of its effect, you, like in all of these blue highlighted, the Kraken can't appear, which is really good. It's really good. So keeping an eye out for these and activating them when you need to can be quite good. Yeah, and I don't think the Kraken can spawn in, like, at the shore. So going along the shore, I don't think the Kraken can spawn. It might be able to, but I don't think so. So yeah, and the thing about sea caves is the level increases for every sea cave you complete, which means that every sea cave you complete makes it harder to complete the next one. And yeah, the evil bard is annoying because he distracts you, and especially when you have something like a scamp which requires you to do a perfect to actually hit at all. Yeah, this is not ideal, and I have absolutely no focus and I keep on getting distracted. And the problem with the scamp is he can take your money if you're unlucky, so yeah. I always focus down the units which can steal. Because yeah, if you have a unit like I do, like the tank here, who has all the money, you do not want to lose your money by letting the thief in question, who can take your money, stay alive. Because the thing is, if they steal your money, they will try to run away, and they have quite a lot of speed, so they will most likely succeed in running away. So yeah, should always try to get rid of those that can steal your money, because they will try to run away sooner or later. If they have stolen anything. If they haven't stolen anything, they will stay around and attack. If you don't have any money at all, I don't remember if they can steal something else, like items or also, but I do know they can take money, and they can take they take all your money. So it's not like, oh, they take 25% or something. No, they take everything. If you have a lot of money, they will take 100% of it. That also means that there is a strategy to spread out your money. Like, yeah, you let one unit take it, so you can increase the amount of money you get. But then you micromanage it by spreading it out to the other characters, so not one character has everything. Oh yes, Mage's Tome. This is a really good, because it's the upgrade to the Dusty Book. It's the higher tier one, where you have basically all of the things that the Dusty Book has, but does a lot more damage and actually have another ability, which in this case is Time Jump, which rushes one of your units or one of your characters so they go faster. Basically, so they go before others in the fight. I'm gonna have to... Oh, okay. Yeah, this could be good. Could also be really meh. Yeah, it's really meh. I'm gonna buy all the God Spears, but that's it. Reason being that none of it is good. And the thing is, the Goblin Merchant can have things which is really good and can be really cheap, but he can have a lot of stuff which is really crap and really expensive, because the cost is randomized. If I'm not wrong, the cost is randomized as well as the items. So yeah, it can be good, really good. It can be really bad. It all depends on how lucky you are. Let's see here. I mean, I don't want this one. I'm gonna sell it. The Rusty Blade, I'm gonna sell. The War Spear, I'm not going for the melee awareness kind of thing for my Trapper. Usually that's what the Trapper is. It's a spear awareness melee unit. But yeah, no, I'm not going that way. I'm not taking it that route. I'm gonna sell basically everything I have, which isn't of any major value. I'm gonna keep that hat. Because it depends a lot on, am I gonna continue using the volcano hat? I might not. Yeah, and I have almost 800. Yeah, I have a long sword. That's exactly what I have equipped, so nope. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give this one to... I'm gonna equip... I'm gonna keep the Iron Round Shield just in case. Because, yeah, I have had times where I have lost items, and for like a tank or a healer to lose certain items. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that one. I'm gonna do this one. And then I'm going to actually sort of waste Godspeed, because yeah, my Trapper is really low and I'm not on land. Yeah, that's exactly the one I have. Do I have... I'm actually gonna have to check, because I'm not certain I have stun immunity on something else. Like stun and daze. I'm not sure. I mean, I have freeze on like 2 things, and yeah, no, I don't have a stun immunity, and having stun immunity on your tank is actually ridiculously good. And this is just another freeze immunity, and freeze immunity is not something which stacks. Nothing stacks. If you have 1, you have 1. If you have 3, you have 1. It's when it comes to those kind of things, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to attack the Ancient Quarry before he gets more HP from the Chaos. And then I'm gonna have to go up to the Chaos Henchman in the Rogue Isles and reduce Chaos. I haven't been super good about my Chaos management. Yeah, and this is one of the few Scourges which is alone, which is really good. Yeah, and that new tome, yeah, it does a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage as well, but yeah, it's totally worth it. Changing... Oh my god, yeah, that was a good hit. I have a lot of money. I need to... Let's see here. It's... Yeah, this one is worth it because it has stun, burn and freeze immunity. Gives me more HP and more armor. So yeah, Damon's Skull is actually worth equipping. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, we're gonna have to go up here to get rid of the chaos, which... Yeah, and this way I can actually show what happens when you get chaos. Chaos is not that bad of a deal as long as you don't have too much of it. Like, as long as you only have 1 or 2, it's whatever. But if you have more, it's actually really bad. If you have 3, you take damage each and every single turn. So yeah, you should be careful about that, because you can, if you're not careful, you can die. You can get game over, which isn't really that fun. It's something that happens, but it's not. Yeah, and here, when chaos increases, enemy gains health. Like everything appears normal, yet things could change rapidly for the worse. Pray go about your quest. The chaos increases. Enemy health now at 105%. Chaos is creeping on into the land. Yeah, and the thing about chaos is that it can get quite high, and depending on the difficulty you're playing on, it goes up really fast. And yeah, it might actually go up so fast that you, even if you take every single quest in town to reduce chaos and are really on the ball, it could still go up so fast that you get 1 or 2 chaos and might even get 3 in your chaos level, which, yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Yeah, this night market doesn't have anything other than the honeyed sponge. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up all the way here. Oh, a dark cave. It's a level 5 one. I could actually go to that one. The Sanctum of Shadow is not that good. I mean, having a Sanctum is better than not having a Sanctum. Oh, a cult device. That's actually really handy. In this case, this is actually really good because I can reduce chaos. And since I had a chaos level, it reduces the chaos level to 0. If your chaos level is already 0 and you reduce chaos, it removes 1 chaos from the timeline, which, yeah, that's really handy. The only problem sometimes can be that you reduce it so much that you come to the point where no matter what you do, it takes, you can't see when next chaos is coming. Like, you have reduced it so much you can't see when the next chaos is coming, and it's taking forever until it does. The only problem with that is once it does, it stacks up quite fast because you have done all the quests you can do to reduce chaos and everything. So yeah, it is overall a game against time, and I'm actually going to take this. Yeah, and here we go. A mimic. I suspected this to be a mimic because I have had 3 lucky encounters. So yeah, I thought this would actually be a mimic. And the thing with a mimic is actually that, yeah, the problem with a mimic is they can do a lot of damage. They can actually destroy items for you. But when you defeat the mimic, it's like as if you had opened, as if you actually just had opened the chest. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Here's an interesting thing. Should I go... The thing is, having stat increases my chance of actually succeeding the dice rolls. I'm gonna collect it for now. Collect that one as well. Gonna vary over all my gold to 1 character. Yeah. Thankfully this dungeon wasn't like level 6 or something like that. If it was, I can guarantee you I would have taken a lot more damage from the mimic. So yeah, and that's something to keep in mind about mimics, is they do a lot of damage. And not only do they do a lot of damage, they also destroy your items. They can destroy your items. It's not guaranteed that they will. They might do it. Though with this kind of games, you should always assume that it will. I'm actually gonna do that because he's the only one. And the thing about this, this is the thing about this exact fight is I have a jelly. That's the #1 priority to take down. Regardless of basically how much damage you take from the others, you have to focus down the jelly. Because for some reason, it does... Yeah, jellies for some reason does a lot of damage, and they do acid and a bunch of other stuff which is so bad that if you get hit by them, you can be set back for quite some time trying to work your way back to the point where you were before it happened. So yeah, always try to kill the jelly before its turn comes around, and if you can, actually try to disrupt it so you remove its turn in the queue, because it is something you can do. So if you actually have a weapon which can disrupt or slow, you should totally try to do it. And yeah, here's the mini dungeon complete. And every single little dungeon, if I'm not mistaken, actually give you a bit of lore. And yeah, the lore store has a lot of things in it, and it will cost you a lot of lore to try to unlock every single thing in it. And you might have to play like you might have to play a few times before you actually get enough lore to buy something. And the thing is, the lore store is actually, a lot of things is locked, so you have to basically play the game to unlock stuff. So yeah, it can take quite some time before you get to the point of where you can unlock exactly what you want in there. And some things have some very specific unlocking requirements and stuff like that, so yeah. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start this fight, just a little bit quick. Quickly start it and say thanks for watching, and I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next episode.